Welcome back, folks. It is now time for part 2 of the pen tool pumpkin. Now, this is just going to be the finishing touches on this pumpkin. Plus, we're going to add a little background and a little bit more color manipulation, maybe even using the gradient tool. So let's go ahead and get started. When we left off, we had a pumpkin with the nice detail shadows for the ribs and a nice stem on it. We covered how to change the colors, and we also covered using the pen tool so that we can get a really nice shape that is totally customizable, especially if we use the direct selection tool to move stuff around, such as this. Okay, so now what I want to do excuse me, what I want to do is go into a little more detail. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my pen tool. Make sure that I'm selected right here. I'm going to go back to the pen tool, and I'm going to go ahead and add some detail, kind of shadow detail for the stem. And it's not going to be hard. Of course, it's black right now, but not to worry. We will take care of that. I'm going to put some shadowing there, maybe even a nice shadow here. And a little bit on the bottom. All right, so I've got all of these the same color right now. They're black, but I don't want black. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the first one here, and I'm going to double click on this shape layer, and then I'm going to sample the green that I've got in the stem. Now, as you know, when you click in the stem, while you've got a color, or click anywhere, while you've got the color picker on, it will kind of snag it. And what I want to do is, because I chose the same color, it kind of disappears. It blends in. So what I want to do to make it a low light or a shadow detail is I'm just going to take it and drag it a little further down to make it darker. Now that I've got the color I want, I'm going to do the same thing for all of them. I'll double click on this and sample that same color. That's one way to do it. That's the easiest way to do it, actually. Another way to do it is to get this number right here, which is called the hex key. This is a color hex key. Now I can select that, copy it, and then when I go to the next one, I can just paste it in there. Control V, and then push OK, and now we've got them all the same color. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm ready to move on to the face. Now the face is going to be a lot easier for us because I'm not going to make you do it any certain way. This is your jack-o'-lantern. I want you to make it however you want. So I'm just going to do with some straightforward, old school triangular eyes. And I'm going to go with a little bit of extra detail there. I made one, and I'm not going to duplicate it. I'm going to go ahead and just make another one because I don't want them to be, exactly duplicates. I want each one to be a little bit different. If you were to make your own at home, there's no way you could get both eyes exactly the same, and that's not what I want. I'm going to switch to my move tool and just kind of move them around so that they look like they're in a good spot. They're even kind of different sizes. I'm okay with that. All right, back to my pen tool, and I'm going to go ahead and do the nose now. Super easy. Like I said, the less perfect it is, the more jack-o'-lantern like it will be. Now, what I'm going to do down here is I'm not going to start on the corner of the mouth and work my way around. I'm going to start with the bottom of the mouth, and I'm going to click and drag so that it's a nice straight line going across. Now, when I let go, this means that the next time that I click with my mouse, it's going to curve before going to that point. And I want the smile to go all the way up here. And if you can see, it started really nice. Now I'm going to click down here, and I'm going to drag again so that it dictates that it's got a nice curve. But this time I'm going to hold Alt. I'm going to hold that Alt button, and I'm going to kind of go inwards with it so that it doesn't dictate too much of a curve. And I'll tell you why in a second. Because I want this guy to have a tooth, just one, because he eats a lot of candy. He's a Halloween jack-o'-lantern anyway. So like, I've already pushed on it pushed the button, and I've yanked on it so that it's got a little bit of a curve, but I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to hold Alt, and I'm going to go down right here, and then I'm going to let go, and I'm going to click again, this time with no dragging, just click, and I'm going to make him have a kind of a just one-toothed smile. Now, here at the top, I'm not going to let go until I've pushed Alt, and then I can go, I think, straight down, something like this. So now when I go back to the bottom to finish it off, and I have a nice jack-o'-lantern. So there we've got our jack-o'-lantern, and I've got to tell you, that's exactly what I wanted. So I've got him looking like a jack-o'-lantern. All of the details are there. I'm not going to add anything else to it or take away from it. I'm just going to leave it like that. Now I'm going to zoom back out by pushing Control-0. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on giving him a background. So I'm going to go all the way down in my layers as a matter of fact, let me pull my layers out so that I can just stretch them out. You can see them all. Okay, so here are the layers. I'm sorry, I've got a lot of extra layers here, but this is our jack-o'-lantern so far. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the background. Let me get rid of these two. I'm going to go to the background, and I'm going to create an extra layer. So now I've got a layer between my background and all of my jack-o'-lantern pieces here. And I am going to go back to the pen tool and turn on the pen tool ribbon. But I'm going to choose a ready-made rectangle tool. So all I have to do is click and drag all the way from one corner to the next and let go. What that does is it created a rectangle that is the same shape and size as our canvas here. Now, I'm not going to leave it black. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my gradient tool. All right. Now, this gradient tool, we haven't used it before, but there's a first time for everything. And here we go. I want to take the gradient tool, and then I want to change my colors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a nice pair of colors that would probably well represent an evening sky. So I'm going to go with a nice dark blue for my foreground. You can see it's there now. Now I'm going to click on my background color, and I'm going to go with a nice deep purple, something like this right here. So now I've got blue and purple. Now with my gradient tool, and I'm still in that layer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an extra layer. So there's one more. I'm going to go ahead and stretch. Hang on just a second. Let me undo that. I forgot to tell you that I need to have it in the linear gradient mode. So then when I stretch going from top to bottom, it has a gradient. And that goes from kind of a purpley to a dark blue. But what I want to do is I just want to go down halfway to about right here. So now what I've got is a gradient that goes kind of like an evening or afternoon sky would go. Now that I've got that, I'm going to put one more rectangle here. So I'm going to go back to my pen tool and choose my rectangle. And I'm going to put it right about here so that it looks like my pumpkin is sitting on the grass. So I'm going to take my color picker here in my shapes layer, and I'm going to find my green. And you can just kind of move this little circle around until you find a good green. Remember, you've got to move the up and down slider. This is your color wheel that's been stretched up and down. Find the green, and then choose the darkness of green that you want. So I kind of like this dark green. I'm going to push OK. So now I've got a layer that has a gradient on it that goes kind of like an evening sunset purple all the way to a dark black up here, or dark blue, sorry. And then I've got a nice ground looking shape, and it's still just a shape that you can move. And you've got yourself a pumpkin sitting on the grass on a nice Halloween Eve. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my pen tool and I'm going to choose an ellipse here, and I'm going to create an ellipse. Now, what color is this ellipse going to be? I'm thinking I'm going to go with a gray. So I'm going to go somewhere in here, and if you haven't guessed what I'm making so far, I'm making a nice moon. So I've got my jack-o'-lantern, my sky, my grass, and my moon. And that is it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, and this is going to be the completed jack-o'-lantern, or pen tool pumpkin, if you want to call it, so that this will have a nice finished feel. You've got your project, which is your jack-o'-lantern. It's got a nice evening sky with a moon hanging out in it, and it's got a nice little patch of grass to sit on. This is done. Now, if you'll do me a favor, save to your OneDrive, and then save again as a JPEG, and then put it in the Mr. G folder for those of you who can't be here. Save it as JPEG and email it to me so that I can give you a grade for it. All right. So once again, this is Mr. G. Thank you, all my little warriors, and have a wonderful day.